Yeah.
Y'all already?
And we out here.
On folk new grade.
No.
Yeah, well,
Folk new.
we live and we lit.
On folk now.
Sweet Life Podcast, episode 9, the PodClash.
Yeah, this is PodClash.
So
that was a dope thing, by the way. I like that.
that's pretty cool.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Sweet Life Podcast, and we have some special guests in the building. We got Whitted Wednesdays up in this motherfucker. Miss Anise Austin.
Yes.
And my nigga, he like 9.5 feet tall. They're brown in this motherfucker. Shout out.
Big homie.
Yeah.
Big homie.
Yeah.
He's your big homie.
Big homie.
And Miss T in the corner, she in the cut chilling too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
T
Chilla.
So yeah.
See, chilling, gonna make it through.
Yeah, we up in here, man. Like, we like start and go around the room and see how everybody week been. So we're gonna start with you, Jane, and we're gonna go around.
I've actually had a pretty good week. Shout out to my little homies in DECA and Winona. I still work with their students. We always jam something career oriented down their throat, and this time we just like, man, let's just give them a fun day. So we took them out to Dave and Bosa's. Of course, I took ratchet picture poses with them. Just let them know they can be themselves and still, be in a corporate world if need be. But they had a show, had a turn up like night last night, which randomly turned into some whole other shit. So shout out to the Sauce Fest show and all the antics that came with it. Shout out to Club AM. Still. Other than that, man, I'm good. I recently quit. I quit smoking tobacco like after the last episode, so I've been vaping for like the last 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm on some CBD stuff since it's 420 and I don't smoke weed. I meant to get Corey these so you can take them at the beginning of the show. How you feel off those? They vegan CBD. So
okay, thank you. Good job. You're doing good.
Clean as hell, right?
No, hold on. Piggyback moment. Eat that shit now. It's 420. Don't tuck that shit in your goddamn salon jacket. Eat that shit.
I'm not a weed enthusiast.
It doesn't matter. It's the holiday. Do it.
What kind of jacket that is?
It's Christmas and you're not drinking egg.
So
it is Easter, so when I die, I guess I'm gonna resurrect in the morning.
Hey man,
yeah,
because
I'm taking a chance with it too. But you ain't gonna get high. It's no THC, you just CBD.
Yeah, nah, you just gonna be chilling.
It's like a muscle relaxer.
Sleepy. Yeah, you gonna be chilling.
That's all I got, man. Andy, how about your last 2 weeks? How you been?
Shout out to Smash Brothers Radio. We had our second anniversary party that was last Saturday. It was really, really nice to see the owner.
Smoke break.
Y'all see Ralph. Ralph been putting on for the city of Dustler for years, and it was just lovely to see this man get his flowers while he's still alive. There's a lot of folks that came and showed love to a event. We had fun. VIP section was very wavy. Very wavy.
So if I couldn't make it today.
Well, you tripping? You got another one to come on. We still rolling. Smash Brothers takeover, bitch.
And shout out to the I saw y'all had the homie Courage come through. He sat down with us last episode. So respect on that.
Man, most definitely. What is up? Yeah, Courage, protect these men at all costs. On the Whitted committee we stand for. Actually, the last show we chopped it up was about the difference between activism and advocacy. And we stand behind anybody that's trying to do work in their community. We stand behind anybody that's really trying to make an impact on something that's bigger than themselves. And just being thorough, 100% real in whatever walk you walking in. You feel what I'm saying? We just want people to be their authentic selves and make it mean something. Because it ain't just about you, or.
Tell them,
the bitch.
Other than doing this show, making sure we are always presenting what we feel is the best possible content we can. I don't really involve my brain with too much else as of lately. The only thing in my head right now, I swear to God, is this show and Endgame. That's it.
Man. Oh, God.
That's it.
Y'all gonna make me
Yes.
stand on that hill.
Yes. This game
you brought
is
it up.
coming. Marvel heads.
Yeah. What you got? What you got, DJ?
Fucking work was whatever the fuck.
Like that.
Work was whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck.
And
Diction.
did show at Sauce Fest 3. It was like my first, I guess, show as a rapper.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like not as like a producer or a DJ.
But you did both though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And cause like my whole main goal for my live show is to be able to blend everything together into like some different interesting thing. And so like I got to try that out last night. You know what I mean? And it was real fun. Like that shit was fun as fuck. Ain't gonna lie. But other than that, shit, chillin'.
What you got, Coleman?
I still been getting pulled over by the police. I got my tag this time. I updated my I'm fucking playing. I'm dead serious.
It's gonna be a long night tonight. Yes, sir. Okay.
Last year, for 420, I went to jail.
Okay.
This year, I'm at the Sweet Fucking Life podcast. God damn it, I'm free. No jail time for me. I ain't got no. This it. That's all I got on me is what you see rolled up in this tobacco paper, baby.
This is
Shout out,
Man,
Moses.
niggas who the hell.
I made it to see another 420. Granted, I made it to see another day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's, you know, got a front of a 3-5 and got to pay that shit next Friday. Shout out to everybody that's gonna go to church and fake tomorrow, and then not gonna see church until Christmas. Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. You'll see it on Mother's Day. Pastor is gonna reap this Sunday. I heard he got his cash app already at the door. Damn, these motherfuckers not playing. If you ain't got nothing in your pockets, just cash at me.
They doing that now?
Nigga,
They got to. I'd have been to a church where they had like the credit card shit.
They got
Church got cash app, bro.
They got a square now.
Dude.
Yeah,
Like,
they got
I'd have been to a church with like the credit card information
ATM.
on the
He said they doing that. Nigga, when the last time you been to church?
My church
And I don't
old
even
school.
fuck with church.
I better shake that
My
dick.
church old school.
That
My
nigga said, what
granddad
these new
was
churches at? Boy, they got Wi-Fi and all that.
like my church got an organ, a piano, and like 12 choir members.
The new churches ain't got nothing. They got it all digital.
It's 28th Street Church of God. Bless me.
We got Professor in the cut. Shout out to the homie Koji, the bandit down in Mobile. Much love to you too.
I got
What up?
My
Professor
papa.
X. Got my brother up in this motherfucker.
I'm just happy to be here, man. My weeks are basically the same bullshit of work, so to be off on a Saturday and being here with y'all, that's all I got.
That nigga happy.
Swallow.
And they happy.
Hey, why you saying this shit like it was a bad night?
He happy, I'm telling you. That nigga like Droopy, I'm happy. That nigga's happy. Oh, bar
shit.
menu. Somebody asked him what we drinking on. We got to do the bartender.
Hold on, we ain't got there yet. Shout out to Skills though. He getting back to work.
Skills.
Before we get, Corey, go ahead, and I'll give out my fuck up later. Go ahead.
I mean, it's typical. You know, work week dealing with crackers.
Oh yeah, this is a whole nother podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
outside of
I'm at
that,
home, fucking serious. But that's just my type of party.
exactly.
Sound out.
We're gonna keep it real.
Sound out.
Yeah.
Say what you said.
Dealing with crackers. I had fun yesterday. Went to Atlanta, then came back, seen Sauce Fest. A nigga DJ, he did a good job, man. He very versatile with the beats and with the rhymes. He got a lot of shit going on. Eugene did what he always do. Shout out to them white boys that was rapping too.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They was doing their thing.
They not
too.
crackers. They not the crackers. You
Nah, they cool. They just
Yeah, nah.
So they can get
they definitely.
Yeah.
They can get
They only crackers.
Hey,
from
brother
the South.
Birch, the homie.
they can get their switches for $1 and got to pay the 10 cents.
Yeah. They cool, man.
Okay.
What I will say, goddamn, I'm thinking I'm attending Sauce Fest and then with DJ watching the niggas rap. Goddamn Sauce Fest outside. These niggas having a whole hour cypher out there, motherfucker.
Man, yeah, I put that on Chicken George and Carlos Charm from the Monastery.
Yeah.
They went on the bill. They had their own rap show outside. They just started rapping and had a crowd around them. I said, all right, well, that's how it worked.
Yeah.
But to everybody tuning in with us, we appreciate it. I had definitely a live fuck up. I click go live and I didn't. So for everybody that's coming into the stream now, shout out to y'all. What up, Kier? What up, Rough Show?
What's up, Rob? That's my brother.
Also, just to catch y'all up to speed, happy 420 to y'all. Me and Corey, we don't smoke, but we took some CBD edibles off camera.
Some muscle relaxers.
Okay.
That's
to relax.
My feet feeling it right now.
Ain't no THC like that.
What's on the drink menu? Water.
Gas.
Gas.
A lot of water.
Birmingham's fine.
Right.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
Yo,
Stay hydrated.
I got that bullet. Rye. Motherfucking 90 proof.
That shit like it came with some boots.
Indeed it did. Frontier whiskey.
Say you hiking to the toilet.
Hey,
All right, and me and Professor
Spurs with it.
You thinking what I was?
Hey,
also, we got T in the cut. It's
What's the
one.
name of
Hey,
that
I'm gonna take my horse on the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Hey, yeah.
We got this red wine. I don't know,
Red
yellowtail something. But
Look, it was at the bottom of the shelf at Publix because I looked down first.
Keep it real. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit.
Because I wanted to buy more than one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that was what it was.
What chef you found that shit on then, DJ? That's the case.
oh,
and I got
nah. Hey, this bullet, dog.
that shit in the
This
treasure
ain't.
chest.
Hey, dog. This is expensive death.
What is that?
Bullet. This is expensive death.
Right in between the tumbleweeds.
This shit came with a key.
Hey,
Fun tonight. The shit tastes good. I'll test. The shit tastes good.
I'm just saying, you said that shit like.
It tastes like bourbon.
Oh, what you over there drinking on? Some bullets.
Okay, and you lifted,
yeah.
and you had lift that bitch up from above the floor, like fuck nigga, y'all don't know shit.
Hey,
You unsheathed
playing.
that bitch.
hey,
That shit
Y'all
came with a
playing.
shifter rope. The front end was a sword.
You gonna beat that.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
I ain't got nothing to drink because I was drinking with my mom a couple hours ago.
Shout out to
my
Mama.
mama.
Hey, it's all love. You know how mama like to drink. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, shout out, man. We got our Nigerian accountant in the back, man. He just chilling.
Yeah.
Prince Uchi, he in the back, goddamn. We just want to shout him out. Hey, we don't like average pussy. We like above average pussy. I just want to put that out there. Your shit ain't above average.
Uchi bang bang.
Shit ain't above average. I'm coming outside. But yeah,
Man,
what you got, you Jay?
Good.
Go get you a silk.
I got CBD oils to help with my transition of stopping smoking. So yeah.
Man, let's go ahead and get in these topics, man.
Yeah,
The first topic,
Lovely.
it's 420. We're gonna get to that a little bit later, but let's talk about this Birmingham shit. As y'all know, the MLB said fuck Birmingham a couple of days ago, and they said they're gonna cancel their plans to have the MLB Academy at George Floyd Park. So they canceled it. Birmingham not getting a $10 million surplus to build a park. It's over. Some people say it was because of the squabbling from the city council or the people in the Glen Irish community, but I just want to go around, get everybody's perspective on it. I want to see, do y'all think the shit was racist? Do y'all think it was a bad move? You know, I just want to get everybody input. I got
Real
some
niggas
insight.
don't
on
watch
it.
baseball.
Okay,
That shit.
I can't say that.
I'm sorry. Fam.
It's money in baseball.
It is. I ain't say they don't play. Get your money.
No, I ain't talking about them playing.
we gonna get into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Jane, what you got on it? We're gonna go around
That
on
shit
these.
saved me from an unemployment check last summer.
Lovely.
Baseball is just one of them things where it's like fun to play. I hate to watch it, therefore I don't have an interest in it. As far as the move, I don't think it was something racist that got something to do with the city. I just feel like the city is always, they never can get on one accord on like city council level to get shit done. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if niggas got to fighting again. Like, over this shit. Like, it's just, if it's left in their hands, more than likely it's gonna fuck up. Yeah. So,
what about the play? Because I didn't, let me interject. The new Southern Baseball League, that's their name, the Gay Baseball League that already played at George Ward and been playing since 1982. So do you think that may have played a factor? Because they said they was going to leave and go to Tuscaloosa if, you know, they brought the MLB Academy there.
I ain't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you
I ain't know nothing about a Southern Gay Baseball League at all. Like,
yeah. I mean, what would they have to do with $10 million though?
But that's what the MLB was gonna bring. They was gonna bring $10 million.
So what are they contributing as far as like?
They say the guy, I forgot his name, but he said like they contribute because they have every Easter weekend annually they have a big tournament there. It's called a shootout tournament. And they
Gay League?
Yeah, the Gay League.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I say it's called a motherfucking shootout championship tournament. And the guy claimed that they bring they bring $500,000 annually every year for that one weekend.
Okay, so that's $500,000 every weekend. No telling how long that's gonna span.
That's just one weekend.
That's just one weekend. But we talking about $10 million collectively right now.
Right. But hey. Also, speaking of right now though, like think about like how to make your city look.
Hold on, we're gonna come back to it. I just want to interject that. Let's go with Eugene then Miss T. I see you got something.
Closest I get to baseball is my Club Monster jersey and my Black Bears Negro League Letterman. That's about all I got for it. Like,
I mean, I think I'm in agreement with what you were saying.
If somebody don't watch the news, I really didn't. No. I tried to find info, but it was just like,
I'm in agreement with what you're saying about Birmingham and their council members not seeming to be on the same accord to further quote Club Monster, you know, at the beginning, were just like, welcome to the city.
When the mayor be fighting.
Mayor be fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that everybody can, I think it's just still too much ego in this process, in this mayor, this mayor regime. He has this regime. Thank you.
Right.
It's too much. It's still a transitional period that's still going on with it. So I think it's still a lot of ego and a lot of, you know, being stuck to old, dated principles that are conflicting with the future Birmingham. So
Is it racist?
I don't think it's racist. I don't think it's racist. I think that that's something that we have to look at ourselves at. I think we may have fucked that up. I think we may, like, Birmingham representatives may have fucked that power play up. That's just how I feel about it.
That what you got, bro?
I feel that way a little bit, although I do think they had a hand in it. I'm not gonna say it was completely white people's fault. Like, I'm not gonna say they the victim. I mean, we a victim in this because of them. But I do believe that the Caucasian people that live in this metropolitan area tend to feel like if I give them any inch to come up, they might pass me.
Yeah.
So I can't let them have nothing outside of them trying to go to school and do it. So if there's any kind of pipeline to success that don't involve school, they don't want it to happen.
Right.
Like all those factories and stuff that's coming here now, like they're just starting to come around today. These people have been trying to buy this land around Alabama. And the stuff that's how, like, when Mercedes first got here, that was a fight for Mercedes to get here.
That's why it's in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, it was a fight for Mercedes to get here. And look what that did to everything else. Once Mercedes got here, Saban hit Tuscaloosa, that whole area has changed, even after a tornado. So, like, up here, it's like, Birmingham was supposed to be Atlanta.
I'm going to get to that.
Yeah, before the Olympics took off. And nobody here wanted that to collectively come together. It's like everybody was against each other, so it just went down the pipeline. I feel like the same thing doesn't happen.
It's just continuing.
It's the same cycle.
It's the same thing because it's like a whole lot of things have been continued because it's still ego and old, dated principles that we still have to navigate with. I mean, to put it frank, I think it's just still a lot of old people that should die out. It's still a lot of older people
What the
that
fuck?
are
Shots fired.
Excuse me, fuck that. I got
She
some
said what she said.
What the
Drop a
fuck are you
bomb.
old motherfuckers eating and keeping y'all alive? Y'all don't want to die.
They smoking
Ain't you a good
weed.
Christian? Go to heaven, motherfuckers. Yeah.
They
Says you're a Christian.
be smoking weed.
Well, they gonna be around. They
Sick
sit,
of
sit
it.
back.
They sneak.
They don't
on
know
it.
how to sit back. All they know is work and complain and vote against the young motherfuckers.
Stuck
They don't
against-
want to leave it in our hands.
Always, they continuing this stuff where
That's
they
the
think
racist.
their ways are those
It
are
ain't the
racist.
white folks. It's the old folks. Y'all, we in the time
Oh,
where
it's
we
the white
battling
folks
it. It's
too.
white folks too, but it's the old folks too.
That
Yeah,
don't
I mean-
want. Like, think about how much
Yeah.
Mayor Whiffen, like how much attention Mayor Whiffen got with our elders. Like, think about how much drawback he got with running.
Yeah.
Because he was younger. For no other reason was he was younger.
Cause he's young.
And we had a whole regime of William Bell. I'm Gucci. Like, we had a whole regime of William Bell, and no progress that was made, visible progress that was made up under that. So now we get a mayor in that's saying, okay, you know what? Not only do I want to get my shot, but I also think we should limit the terms that mayors have. Like, he don't even want to stay in. He don't even want to stay in that law, y'all. He think that he should have a reasonable term so that the city of Birmingham does not continue to get stuck in this space-time continuum shit, and we don't move or progress on anything. I'm in agreement with that. Like, I think it's racist. It's racist, but
At its core.
it's racism, but it's old. It's not even a racist issue, not a classism issue. It's a old ass ism issue.
Yes, that's what we using. Old ass ism.
Old ass ism.
Oldest ism.
Oldism.
Alright,
Oldism.
Oldism.
Yeah.
We gonna work it out.
On a
Alright.
bitch.
DJ, what you got on this one?
Like the cause of the whole thing for like not being built is like as simple as, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers got their heads up their ass. You know what I'm saying? Politicians garbage. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But another thing is like the whole, you can look at it like baseball, like somebody called it to my attention how baseball's been kind of like being like taken away from fucking like systematically being removed from black schools.
Because it's so profitable.
Man,
Even in the minor league. Well,
Money,
sorry,
dollars.
take it.
gambling.
Can't let these niggas get good.
And then sports betting got legal?
It's legal now.
Nigga, money.
Right.
Like,
But
they're making more money than basketball players.
and
And
that's the
NFL.
players.
And they
I'm talking about the motherfuckers that bet on the game.
And their career lasts longer than any other professional athlete.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
It's not as
There's niggas who 40
Ain't no concussions out here every night,
playing
baby.
baseball right now.
Yeah.
but no, like
Gonna wake up with
it
some
might be
no Jesus.
it might be a more nuanced situation. But at the same time, it's like, yo, they was gonna bring 10 mil to put an academy. George Wood Park. Nigga,
Down the street.
down the street.
And it wasn't just exclusive to black people, right?
Exactly.
So
That's the whole thing. They can pay for their kids to go.
True.
You see what I'm saying? That's the whole. That's one dynamic of it right there.
Yeah.
Just a little 10-piece phone.
That's what you got.
But I mean, yeah, like it's a whole lot more to it than the
Right.
surface shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Right.
them niggas
That's an
gonna be
interesting
idiots.
dynamic.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting dynamic.
What up, Matt?
Tim.
We see you in the stream, Matt Ray Burn.
Hey,
Red and white,
black. What's up, man?
White, black.
Wait a minute.
It's on you,
It's on
Paul.
me?
Yeah.
I got the ball?
Yeah, you got
So
the ball.
Luther Vandross got a 60 team out there, bad boy swinging.
Hey, I ain't got no comment on that.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax.
All right. You said this is the shootout championship, no?
Shootout champion. That's what that shit called. That's what
Oh, Luther
called.
was gay. He died of AIDS. Not listen. Okay, that's all.
Hey, Shawty just came with that note. But all right. Talent.
$10 million, DJ.
10 mil, my nigga.
That's all right. God damn. Well, my city should be called drop the ball ham. So we can drop the ball, my nigga. Like,
Drop the bag.
if we were Madden players, we would definitely be DBs. If we couldn't catch that, we can cover murder.
Swat that
We
bitch
can
out.
rob some niggas, but we can't goddamn catch the ball. I don't know, y'all. What y'all want to do? Keep saying we gonna go to Atlanta and have a good weekend. I'm tired of seeing them posts on Snapchat.
Atlanta.
Straight up. I'm tired of motherfucking going to Pigeon Fork, spelling goddamn that shit wrong. Tired of Panama City Beach. I want motherfuckers to start coming to sit at this Birmingham table. Come get some of this 10-piece. Come get some of this fucked up. Come bend your rims one week.
For real.
Come get your rims bent on these new Arkadelphia roads we got goddamn that ain't gonna last 2 more weeks. Come look at the new Inslee that they gentrificating, goddamn. We see them white dogs out down there
They
walking.
put a Starbucks in your
for my little
hood.
niggas to
That
rob
shit
y'all.
finna be gentrified.
Oh,
Time
bruh,
they start getting the macchiatos.
Straight up. Oh, they got green tea, nigga? What?
See one Starbucks.
We got a Starbucks on the west side, nigga.
If you see two, it's over with.
We got a Starbucks on the west side.
It's
We about that.
a Starbucks and a Foot Locker within 500 feet of each other.
We fighting, my nigga.
Release date, nigga. You can get you a goddamn latte. Okay? Cream my shit, nigga. Ew. We gotta stop, dog. Old people, listen. We not dropping the ball. We just look like this, okay? We dress like this. This us.
Who told y'all that suits was synonymous with success?
I don't know.
For real,
That's
for
that
real.
Steve Harvey shit that they on.
Yeah.
They get off
Big
of it.
smile, big
I'm not wearing
heavy
50
mustache
buttons
ass.
just on the cuff.
His mustache, goddamn.
With your suit wearing that?
Goddamn
Fat as hell.
with the goddamn shoulder pad.
Nigga suit big enough to put an iPad in the pocket.
Yeah. They sell that suit at Radio Shack, bitch.
That bitch got Wi-Fi. What's the Wi-Fi in your suit, my nigga? Your suit came with a charger.
Real shit,
Suit
though.
got an IP address.
Oh damn!
Shit,
Random Steve Harvey rush.
Nobody like that nigga.
First of all, can we go ahead and get this out here? That this nigga didn't had a wig on the whole time.
Yes.
Bruh.
Who?
Steve Harvey. On the Steve Harvey show.
That nigga had a wig.
Steve Harvey show, nigga. This was a hat. That wasn't his hat.
Oh, hey, with the hot
Oh,
top.
they said he was patting.
The shit that look like the microphone.
Oh, like the microphone.
That wasn't his boosie fade.
That wasn't his hair, bro.
That was fake.
Your
fade.
lineup does not stay that perfect.
No.
That nigga
was beyond Beijing, nigga.
Cause when they take it out, that shit
Man,
sound
that's
like
a good brand
Velcro
for a
coming
wig
out.
coming
The
in.
shit just be like.
Beyond baby.
Sound like my unrolled tape. Excuse me.
Hey, that nigga is a modern day Mr. Potato Head. I think
Yeah.
the nigga mustache fake too. But anyhow, what
He
you
look
got?
like a wall.
It's alive.
What you still looking at?
What you got, Coy?
Ah, man. I'm heavy-winded on a lot of shit. I feel like the city council, like, fucked up bad because just not too long ago when they signed this deal for this weak-ass UAB stadium, they about to build, spend $90 million on it because they said they trying to...
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
On a smaller stadium than Legion Field.
But no
might I add.
dome, no dome.
Open stadium, open air stadium. Probably gonna look like what Fair Park Stadium used to look like. Okay, they spent $90 million over the next 30 years. That means they finna build an outdated stadium now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they said they was trying to attract tourism and shit. They gonna spend $90 million to get that, but then
What you gonna put in it?
you got these folks finna give you $10 million to put an academy that's just not gonna attract the inner city kids. They gonna have to have games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna bring, just like Sportsplex bring tourism to
Exactly.
5 Point, that was gonna bring tourism to that area.
Exactly.
You got all the apartments right there on the south side they've been building. That shit would have been perfect for all the shit they've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? And to let it get railroaded because some neighborhood people with a different side of town neighborhood people came out about the stadium and other shit. They pushed that shit right through. They were scheduling dates to have meetings and weren't even telling the public.
Meanwhile, we ain't got no parking in UAB.
Right, shit's fucked up. They parking all the way back over there, goddamn, across the damn interstate and shit. Just and that ain't even enough space.
Okay, but excuse me. That alone continues with the narrative of Birmingham being whack, weak, and fumbleable or whatever, whatever you're saying, FumbleHam. Because like, if you allow $10 million to slide because of some folks in Glen Iris,
I'm gonna speak on that too.
like
Who about to die?
that. This my nigga right here, because he know that old is
Some
shit I was just
apartment dwellers.
like
You know what I'm saying?
some
Ain't
what?
no property
Like
property
that.
owners, ain't no property in Glen Iris.
Some
All
folks that
apartments
should have
and shit.
died when Barack Obama got the second term.
They should have just went ahead and had a heart attack. Crow.
But they sitting on that old
You see
Confederate
that?
money, keeping them pumping.
But that's disheartening, and I mean it's probably gonna go in a whole nother direction. But if they can come together like that and stop something that's would be lucrative, they can come together and stop like that. Imagine what we could do if we unify and say hell no.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's a testament. Like, and I think that's what scares them, because a lot of the people in our age dynamic, a lot of people that's actually, I hate to say waking up because of Hotep shit, but I'm saying like a lot of people that are becoming more aware. Like, I think that's the most frightening thing to them, because a lot of the stuff that they do, we ready to do that shit off top, and we not finna back down from that. Like, you think y'all finna stop 10 million from coming?
You want all the smoke.
We want all the smoke, big, long.
So it's just like y'all said, man. It's just like y'all said. We get more shit, and it do got a little bit with the racists too, cause like them old folks know, we young folk got bread now. We need somewhere to put this dope money. I'm just being honest. It's a lot of folks our age. Okay, I ain't got no decent job. I ain't dry snitching or nothing, but nigga, we can put that dope money and clean that bitch up. Y'all don't think black folks have their own table on the west side? Sure,
But that's what Killer Mike was talking about.
Hell yeah.
That's what Killer Michael had been saying. Like,
Nigga need somewhere to throw that dirty money, bro.
Yeah.
Cause that's how niggas keep getting jammed. Birmingham ain't got shit to expand shit. That's what Langford was trying to do. Y'all killed this nigga over cufflinks, really?
Yeah.
To piggyback off that $90 million statement that you said, right? UAB is known to waste money.
Yes.
They
All
spent
the time.
$300,000 on this statue, and it looks like Reptar from.
Let me see that.
They spent $300,000 on that right
And
there.
they put that bitch in the front like
That
it's
shit
something to be
look
proud of.
funky.
Like it's something to marvel
That
at.
bitch look like a float.
Bro,
Like it was right in front of the
I can
box.
legit
That
make
shit
some
right
better
in the
than that.
front like it's something to marvel at. Like,
They took it
yeah.
away.
Well,
They
you
took it
know,
away.
but
They wasted $300,000 on
Some
that
reason white
statue.
They
people
was
like
ashamed.
They
reptiles.
took it away
It's like-
maybe like 5 or
I don't
6
know what it
years
is.
after they put it there, and they put like a bronze statue instead that was cheaper. But that's already been paid for.
The shit look like if you go up with a pen, the shit gonna deflate right there on the ground.
UAB
Y'all
will
some
waste
hoes,
these
man.
students money. They are charging
Y'all some
you
hoes.
astronomical prices. They charging you for parking. They charging you for
Damn.
this. They charging you for that. They building apartment complexes for the students, but you paying like $1,200 for a month or something.
And we're not
crazy
even
like
talking
that.
about the shit that international students have to do.
Exactly.
That's what people. I'm talking about. You want to take an online class at UAB? Your ain't gonna be paying
Of course.
$80,000. What the fuck?
We
Like,
got a question from a streamer. Matt said, do you think the voting age should be cut off at a
Nah,
limit?
you can't fuck with that.
Nah,
Shit, I think so.
I mean,
I think so, because if it's a driving
That's
limit,
your
if you
human
don't
right,
want
man.
old folks to drive at a certain age, goddamn it.
How can
and
they
put their
talk
life
about
on
my
the line.
You can't talk about that when black people had to do all that
And
shit.
shit,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
stopped my
yeah.
grandma and my granddad from driving. That saves me.
if it's gonna be black and white, it's gotta be black and white all across the board. The moment you start trying to take away and
Right, you
limit
can't
and
take away
those dynamics,
precedence.
then that's
Right.
when you set precedents for other things to happen that
Right.
would then come against the things that black people have had to
That's
go
almost like
and
a theory
systematically.
of
So
racism.
it sound good, but it'll damage us.
People, black
In the
people.
long run.
Hold on. Okay.
Go ahead, Quinn.
Alright, on the same topic, I was just riding. I drive trucks for a living, so I was just riding down the road thinking about this shit, and I was like, damn, who the fuck is George Ward?
Yeah.
And so I started looking into it, and it's some Elton John looking motherfucker.
Put the Benny in the Jets.
And exactly, he ain't never been married, no kids. And I'm just looking at, he used to be a mayor, and he
Early
basically
1900s.
in theory, basically created what Vestavia Hills is today.
Yeah.
And the dude was a fruitcake. And the more I read about it, the more I realize, like, are they doing illogical shit by blocking it, or are they trying to keep his legacy alive? You know what I'm saying?
That makes shootout. You know what? That makes sense that Larry Langford did go to war with them folks.
The pride shit.
Hell yeah,
And
that makes sense.
I just wanted to say on my other thing, like me and my brother was talking the other day about a lot of shit that go on in the city. A lot of shit that seems logical that should happen for us financially or whatever, what have you. It's like they always blocking it. And I had to just hit them with, like, you know, it might be logical for them to be blocking shit. To keep, you know what I'm saying, to keep control. You know what I'm saying?
Survival.
Shit that makes sense to us, you know what I'm saying? They probably like, nah, we can't let them have that.
That's what they
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah, that's what they saying.
Yeah, survival.
Whatever excuse we gotta come up with, they can't have it. Cause they getting, you know what I'm saying?
They getting weird though.
Let's get Corey take so we can keep it going.
I'm just gonna end it, close it out, so we can go to the next shit. But yeah, I thought about what you said about Birmingham supposed to be what Atlanta is, and in 1957, Delta, one of the biggest airlines in the world, they had a proposal to bring their headquarters to Birmingham. Birmingham was number 1, New Orleans was number 2, but then some city in fucking Mississippi was number 3. Atlanta was like the 4th choice. And Birmingham argument was that it would take jobs away from the steel industry. 20 odd years later, the goddamn steel industry left Birmingham.
Kaput.
So that was just all bullshit. And going back to present day, the guy, the president of the 5 Point South, Stephen Foster, that's the nigga name. He said that it would actually be more lucrative to have the Southern shootout here in Birmingham because they bring $500,000 in one weekend. From doing his cost-benefit analysis, it would have brought more money to have the academy there, which I think is bullshit, and I think it goes along with everybody in agreement with that. It's just all bullshit. They old, they antiquated, they myopic on these subjects, and it's racist. I think it's racist for real. I mean, he kind of hit it on it. Like, if they let us get to where we going, we're gonna take over this motherfucker. And that's why, you know, I've been pushing this all the episodes. Voting is very important to me. I know Eugene don't vote. I know this nigga don't give a fuck about voting, but voting is very important. If niggas unified and voted, I think we'll see a different Birmingham. Straight up. I think we really would.
Birmingham was one of the 4 places that people would come to for entertainment. We was known
in the 1950s and 60s.
Of the South.
Yep.
Like
Before Atlanta.
Yes, before Atlanta was even thought about on that scale.
And the inception of Atlanta was Delta Airlines going there.
Right.
And because Delta Airlines went there, Atlanta now has the 2nd largest concentration of black wealth in this country. Mm-hmm. The DMV area has the 1st largest.
Yeah.
Yes. Atlanta has the 2nd largest. Hell, I stayed in Camp Creek. I know the type of money that's over there. So yeah, that's what it is. But we got to change this shit. Like, oh yeah, Miss T, we didn't get your perspective. Let's get your perspective real quick before we go to the next subject.
That bitch had some perspective.
Yeah. She been interjecting like a motherfucker. Go ahead and slide some
side notes all night. He's on a statue they wasted.
Okay,
all types of steps.
I'm just gonna give you a background of what my family is.
Oh, go ahead.
From the time I was born, my family has always taught me about civil rights movement, growth, all this stuff like that, about black wealth, stuff like that. My family, they just grow that way, right? A lot of them have moved to Atlanta simply because it's so slow here.
Yeah.
A lot of people are afraid, like I said about older people, they're afraid of growth because it's like, once you build certain places, like the freeway, you building the freeway and
Hot Wheels Super Speedway.
Exactly. And you eliminating housing, right?
Mm-hmm.
These old people gotta find somewhere to go. They own these houses now. These people are coming to their neighborhoods, offering them money to sell their homes for less than what they paid for, and they don't have anywhere to go. So that's why they so afraid of like making stuff happen for the city, because they don't want themselves to die off, and then they just like just physically dying. It's just I'm gonna have nowhere to go.
I don't think that there's my bad.
Oh no.
I think that that's one side of the equation, but I also think that there's bliss to be found in ignorance. There's bliss to be found when you are comfortable operating in this way.
Yeah.
So when technology and all of these ways become updated to how people live their lives and how people go about living their lives, and some of the technological advances that have been made inside of the, you know, the community, it's like that scares older people,
Right.
because they don't know how to navigate it. We talking about old people who don't even trust banks,
Who don't even know how to use
who
an
don't
ATM
know
card.
how to use an ATM card. So you're asking them to then use to learn, to keep up, to learn something new. And in a way they take offense to it, because it's like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And
Why do I have to be pushed into doing this?
older people are the minority in this situation. So
Yes.
why are you paying attention to the minority?
Because they have the most to push. They have generational wealth. They have built
Baby
a lot of
boomer
stuff,
wealth.
and they vote.
Alabama and America, well, the Southern is built off of, how can I say it, seniority.
Mhm.
The Bible Belt.
The Bible Belt and seniority. They
Hierarchy.
believe in, goddamn it, I done been here. I done fought for this country. I pay my taxes. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
They don't give a fuck how much money our young ass got. Nigga.
Yeah.
We could be
Yeah.
big. Oh yeah, we got.
I do want to take
What
the
up, Willie?
questions. Yeah,
See you
Willie
in the bitch.
is yelling in the group in the
Somebody said-
comments. I can see.
Willie.
He got 4 exclamation points on there.
Y'all gonna listen to me?
No, he say, let's go back a little bit, because we got Matt who earlier said, you know what, it's beautiful to see that more and more people our age are not with the shits.
Right.
When those old folks die off, we'll change things for the positive, and I love that.
Gang.
Kudos to that. The homie Willie said, failed economic policies, bootlick blacks, and racist white folks. B-Ham with 4 exclamation points.
Yes, bootlick blacks.
Somebody
Yes.
I got a question though about that.
After that, the homie Ruff said, would the Academy bring in annual funds or just a lump sum? That's
It's gonna be a lump sum.
That's annual.
It was gonna be a lump sum.
No, it was lump sum.
So it was a lump
$10 million
sum.
to build.
Bill, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
But
saying,
then,
Ain't no nigga
but then
gonna-
the money
That shit
around
pay for
that shit.
itself.
But here's the
I'm
thing.
saying, will it be annually too? 'Cause
No.
that-
Yeah, because the money around that shit. Like,
Yeah, like, yeah,
you know
man.
what I
Bring
mean?
in residuals.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Hey,
thing.
Zadie Williams gonna eat good, nigga.
We gotta say this before we move on. Here's the thing. It wasn't a situation of one or the other. That
Right.
wasn't the case
Yes.
necessarily.
Because there's enough space.
Yes, no, they was planning to build a new park.
Yeah.
But it was just a threat.
I kind of figure, new
Shootout
remodeling.
league.
Oh, that was gonna be a
checking
Chick-fil-A,
out the
my
new
guy.
Southern Baseball League. They ain't wanna, you know.
That ain't the new South we represented. Hip hop on Birmingham. I'm sorry. We
Yeah.
say
Wow.
New South. Nah,
New
that ain't
South.
what we talking about.
Hashtag New South still.
Still. But let's go to the next topic.
We
bro.
good on that. Let's get into some rap shit. As y'all know,
Yeah.
this week Kodak Black and T.I. been going at it on Twitter and on Instagram. And she ready. She ready for this shit. Like, yeah, they've been going back and forth on
Here go the top
Twitter
topic, the rat topic.
about
I like
the
it.
death of Nipsey Hussle. Just to recap, Kodak Black said
R.I.P.
some wild shit about, you know, Nipsey Hussle fiance. He said he'll give her a year to grieve, then he'll go holler at her as if she would holler at him, but whatever. And T.I. took offense to it. Other people took offense to it, but T.I. really took offense to it, tried to check him. Then the shit just been perpetuated until niggas making diss songs. So I listened to the goddamn diss songs. I don't know if y'all listen to them. So I want to know, first off, who had the better diss song and what y'all think about the whole goddamn situation? Like, is motherfuckers out of pocket? Is Kodak Black out of pocket? Do y'all like Kodak Black? The nigga just got arrested on some goofy ass shit at the border. He said his GPS took him to the border. He didn't know he was going, which is retarded than a motherfucker. But yeah,
Fuck he put in.
Drake.
I don't know. yeah. But yeah, let's just hit on that situation. Like, you Jane, you kick it off, then we're gonna go around.
All right. So, me personally, is Kodak out of pocket? Hell yeah. But it's the idea of the younger generation, a nigga that blow up at 17, 18 with some money. If I blew rapping about the shit I was rapping about at 17 or 18, I'd probably be that same nigga. So I'm not gonna judge him on that. Gotta give him a chance to grow. I don't know how much time he got left, but he 21, so
21.
give him some time to grow. You know, he ain't 30, you know, got to make real life decisions yet. He just well off and ignorant. Secondly, it's only one diss track, and that's Kodak diss track, which
he used one of the T.I. words. Webster Dictionary words.
It's stupid altogether, but it's just like overall it's a dumbass track. Like not stupid in a good way. Just like ignorant, more ignorant from an ignorant nigga.
Yes, you
but T.I. track is not necessarily a diss track. It's kind of like he just referenced them in a punchline. What I personally believe is that this is a record T.I. had, and that's like I'm not gonna front, that's one of the hardest Kodak lines up. You don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus piece? He just said like Kodak said. I think it was just something he may have said before he even had this situation. Only thing with T.I. is that you played into it as if it was a potential diss. This is the shit that T.I. be doing that I don't fuck with. And it's like, yo, bro, like, really slipping out my high regard section. Because even though this is you
say it, come on.
Same way we talked about the Floyd Mayweather thing, he was whack as fuck for making a diss track against somebody that don't rap, that actually fights with his hands and not with words. But when he did this, it's like it's fair game because Kodak is, I guess, a rapper. But at the same time, it's like Kevin Durant and Patrick Beverly. Like, come on, bro. Like
Frankie Beverly.
It's like you ain't got to deal with that. But I understand the frustration behind T.I. as well because you know T.I. and Lauren London's situation really that's T.I.'s issue because Lauren London is like his little sister. It date back to ATL, so it ain't even necessarily about Nip in this case. It's about Lauren London.
Yeah, you fucking with my peoples.
Yeah, you really fucking with the peoples. And even though Kodak didn't acknowledge the stream when he said the shit, it's just a fucked up perspective for somebody to have. But Tip, you got enough money and enough resources to call that man personally. You don't get back on the internet and say no stupid shit because you directly said into the camera and he wasn't.
Yeah.
So now you making yourself look bad again. It's like, come on, bro, you gotta have more. What's the word? Not cleverness. Yeah, you gotta have more tact than that. You know what I'm saying? That's not
etiquette.
That's not a J. Like,
don't be so
if we gonna hold you in the regards of like the class of Jay-Z's, you gotta be able to move like that at this point as you become an older gentleman, right?
Jay-Z.
Like,
absolutely.
That nigga is old. That's goddamn the internet.
Let me say something else. Because people been buzzing about this. Do you think T.I.'s an informant and he got the nigga locked up because people were saying it on the internet?
T.I.
No, they always.
That's just a fun internet.
Yeah, it's just.
I had to. That shit for real. The informant.
I mean, no,
but don't.
He's not an informant. It's just he a nigga that got caught up and definitely went clean cut, dry turkey, whatever the term is. So,
cold turkey.
Yeah, cold turkey. Yeah, he definitely went cold turkey on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like his transition into the business world wasn't as cool as Jay-Z's. It's like, okay, now you on TV. You ain't shucking and jiving, but you definitely two-stepping on TV and shit. So it kind of like, as a gangster rapper, it's just like, doesn't really fit his persona. So it make him look a little goofy.
Yeah.
But his transition just wasn't as clean as somebody like Jay-Z's was.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think he an informant. I just think he old and don't know what to do except for reminisce on days when he was a gangster and try to make music that's reminiscent of that but still aimed at his progress. And this whole idea of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of activism has him in a weird headspace where he want to use big words and talk proper and speak for black people,
a pocket dictionary,
but don't want to be an activist.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of like, my nigga.
That much.
I ain't say he was. I just said he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, you want to fight for all these causes, but you don't necessarily know how to fight for it. You just feel like you're supposed to. It's kind of like mascotting. Like, you know what I'm saying? You root for the team, but you know what I'm saying? But you're doing the wrong shit that don't affect the game. Like, so you just doing other shit.
That was the best depiction somebody could give.
So, yeah.
What you got, Miss Denise? No, you got a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot, but I ain't trying to. First and foremost, I think that it is sad that at the premature loss of our dear brother Nipsey Hussle, the great, I think that it is exceptionally sad and embarrassing that in the wake of this, Los Angeles has unified and the South has become disconnected. We have become divided immediately after this because we have one of our representatives, one of our OGs stepping
Elder
into
Statesman.
a realm, stepping into this realm to where he's so frustrated, he's angry. I think everybody felt so upset with Nip dying that it's like they don't know how to react. They don't know what to do. So they're lashing out. Like, Tip had no business trying to check Kodak Black when this man, and I say man loosely, when this man has had a career. Kodak Black has done numerous problematic things over and over and over and over again, and no one said anything. So why do you think that this young boy has been conditioned to feel like he bulletproof? He can say whatever he want to say. He can do whatever he want to do. He can do anything he wants to say, do anytime, any place. He get on live and say whatever. It's because he has been conditioned to feeling like he is unstoppable. Nobody has taken him up under his wing. It's like Cole said in Middle Child. He wished that this boy had some guidance. And instead of this being a moment to where they could then correct the behaviors that they saw were flawed, to be a real OG, like what Style said, OGs not being OGs no more. Like, instead of you taking this moment to really talk to the dude, you get your goofy ass on the internet with this damn just, who do you think you are? Like you said, this man is talking to this boy, trying to son him like he his dad. He ain't got no respect for you. Not as much as he has for any fictionalized gangster that he done made up watching him and stuff. He ain't got no real respect for you. You a fucking myth, nigga. You Zeus. You a favorite comic book character to him. You have no other relevancy to this nigga other than war stories that he can chime in. I think it's pathetic that now we taking this time to want to do all these fucking theatrics and remove these damn posters out of this museum and stop playing the music. Like, that was what got y'all upset with Kodak. Kodak said some shit that a lot of men, a lot of boys have said, and are probably still saying. That's why a lot of men don't see a problem with what he said. They feel it's stupid that he did it on camera. It's in poor taste. It's fucked up. He did this on camera. If this what y'all upset for, the shit that's so annoying is the fact that all y'all niggas got your panties, got your nuts crossed off this shit. All y'all got your nuts crossed off this shit. You're defending Nipsey's honor. You're not upset that he said the shit about Lauren London. You defending Nipsey. You're not upset that this woman just got accosted by a booger wolf talking about he'll give her a year to damn grieve. You not upset at that shit. You not upset at her integrity being. You upset because this nigga that went live from the Fed talking about some damn shit. I'll be the man I needed her. I'll be the man I needed to be. Bruh, your teeth look like this, but it's ugly. You ugly, I hate you. But that shit crazy.
You look like a gremlin.
But it's ugly. You look like shit that be up under the bed that you ain't know was up under there, bitch. I hate it. All that shit some sucker shit.
Wow, so many bombs this episode.
All that some sucker shit. All that some sucker shit. The whole situation is stupid. The diss track, as far as a hip hop enthusiast, I think that it's corny as hell for us to even be considering this shit. Like, the level, the parameters on which we judge diss records now is so poor. Right. Like, is that a diss track to you? That's what the fuck? Like, that's trash. Like, the track is ignorant, period. Right. Like, it's cute.
Hey, don't cancel me, I don't need smoke.
Like, what? He thought about that.
He wrote that shit.
He wrote it down. He wrote it.
Cancel me. I don't even smoke.
He wrote it down.
You mean cancel?
That nigga ignorant.
Yeah, he wrote it down. And niggas like, but shit, he really the king of the South.
I kind of see what Kodak meant on that punchline. Counsel, dude, counsel.
Nigga, that don't even.
I tried to help the little ego a little bit.
Try to see him a little bit.
Nah, my boy.
It's not gonna
What's on me?
Brown is ugly. Tell him that it's ugly.
Right, first of all,
Tell him it's ugly.
First of all,
it's ugly.
I don't acknowledge the fact that this man made a diss record whatsoever.
Thank you.
I'm not listening to a Kodak Black diss record.
Thank you.
Now, I will give Kodak Black one, and I do mean one handicap. The shit that he did on No Flocking, probably some of the best shit I have seen an artist do that wasn't as talented as a Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That man had the exact same rhyme scheme for 2.5 minutes.
Straight up,
that was a masterful, bro. That's the once I heard who he was and I saw him, I was like, I'm not paying this no attention.
Sorry, boo. I might lie to you, but don't you lie to me.
Like the song crazy as hell. It sounds stupid. Some of the stuff he's saying I don't agree with, but I do acknowledge the skill he put on it. But outside of that song, it was like a feature he got. I don't pay nothing he does no mind because I understand where he's talking from.
Yeah.
And that brings me to the point of how I feel about this situation. Kodak is like, I used to work at a behavior center with kids. Okay. And the kids that I used to work with in that behavior center act just like Kodak Black did. You can't tell me no different. They don't have no filter. They don't have no couth. They don't have nothing about them that says I need to stay inside these parameters. So everything they do is basically off impulse. That's how they live life. So you take somebody like Kodak that grew up in situations the way he did, and you turn 18 and now you're a millionaire. Exactly. So all the strongholds you had in your life that were mental, all of those holes to you have just disappeared because now money has supplanted everything else in your life. So I understand that you were just a beast out here walking the fuck around. Nobody can really check that shit because it has went unchecked so long. So the second somebody try to step in front of it and try to direct it somewhere, the shit gonna go left.
Yeah. Because he feel like you trying.
Exactly.
He feel like he got to defend himself.
When this shit happened with the Lauren London situation, I have heard men in barbershops say 10 times more fucked up shit. I have heard Pimp C say 10 times more fucked up. So
my nigga,
that's heavy though. That's real.
That's the legend for me down here. I have heard people say more fucked up shit. Like so I'm not at the point.
You don't think so? Context. Not with somebody.
You should have cheated with Sweet Jones because that nigga's a rookie.
He want to
say that.
He told Jesus off.
He told Jesus. Hey,
but that's
what time
Jeezy,
you
though.
get off the plane?
He told Master P too.
Yeah, but that's Master P though because he had situations with them.
Yeah. Hold on, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. But I was like the shit that he said. Do I think it was not tactful? It was distasteful in its entirety. But I feel like if you are in the position of saying some shit in your own fucking house, and somebody so happen to have, like if I'm on Snapchat recording you, and he just talking in the background, and when I pan the camera around, the audience finally see who said the shit that just came out. So now everybody want to condemn him for some shit he said in his own fucking house. Like everybody that says it's your house, you say what the fuck you want to. So I don't agree with what was said, but I believe ain't nobody gonna check nobody for saying some shit that they fucking feel in their own house. And especially to bring this shit to T.I., who is supposed to be one of the OGs in this culture. He should have more understand of how to maneuver in these situations. And the fact that he don't bothers me because it's the second time he done did this shit.
Exactly.
That Gucci shit?
No, he did this shit with Wayne. The Gucci shit, I'm not even gonna start.
Gucci came at him. But that Wayne.
Gucci came at him. I
ain't talking about Gucci. I'm talking about the brand Gucci.
Brand. Oh, my bad. Like, the shit that
3 months. Just 3 months. My bad.
The shit that he did with Wayne, bro. Like, this somebody that you have partied with, that you have spent money with, that you have done features with, that you have done shows with. Y'all, they families close. You really check this man on Instagram?
Yeah, that whole...
Like, bro, I just met you an hour ago. If I had an issue with you, as a man, I'm still gonna come to you. I'm not gonna go to social media about it. So I don't respect what T.I. did at all.
His daughter even said that shit. Like,
exactly. I don't respect what he did at all. And I feel the same way, Eugene. Like he a mascot. You really out here parading around like you want to be this social justice warrior.
He want to be.
But every topic that hit the table, you got the same approach to it. You want to talk to black people on the live. You want to galvanize the troops and say what you gonna do, and then that's the end of it. That's not activism. That's advocacy. But you're doing it in the wrong light anyway.
Beautiful point, my brother.
Yeah.
Bring it back to
it.
Beautiful.
All right, DJ, what you got? Good.
All right. So everybody knows me. No. Listen, man.
I just said this shit like Dexter from goddamn.
Listen, man. T.I. has always been a fucking cornball to me.
Oh.
Like, always.
Oh.
Like, I'm Serious was cool, but every album after that was I'm Serious 2.0.
No.
Like,
Get
out of here.
Hey, look, no. Don't get me wrong. The nigga can rap. That don't mean he's entertaining.
Like, Urban Legend with that key. Damn.
How much you had it? so everything T.I. does is like fucking goofy as fuck. Like that nigga's so fucking theatrical, dog. Like that nigga's a fucking cartoon character.
Like this man.
Dog, that nigga's a fucking cartoon character.
I thought I was the only one.
Damn, y'all don't like T.I. You don't like T.I.
But at the same time, like, so everything he does is for attention. Everything he does is for attention. That nigga got arrested multiple times for attention.
And made a song.
For attention! But like, at the same time, him calling out Kodak was for attention.
Yeah.
But Kodak is Florida man. If y'all are familiar with Florida man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Florida man strikes again.
hey, like, dog, young, Haitian, nigga from fucking Florida. That nigga gonna do some stupid ass shit.
With money.
That nigga gonna do some stupid ass shit.
He gon' crash out. Yes.
He gonna have to hit. Somebody gonna have to really fuck his shit up so he can grow the fuck up. Cause Kodak needs to grow the fuck up. Because like, he been on the road for a minute. And he gonna run into that wall. And it's gonna set him straight.
Shit, that rape charge.
Break him
Hey,
up.
for real. Hey,
Damn.
that legal shit. But like, fucking, both of them niggas like fucking goofy as fuck for this shit.
And it looks stupid as hell.
Dumb as hell.
I'm mad.
Like,
Like you got the west side out here with, you got gangs unified. Here we go. T.I. grown ass.
I smoke broccoli.
It's on call.
Yeah, get it to him.
That
He's
shit
black.
ugly.
First of all, Cliff Harris lame as a bitch. Anybody come out with a CD versus they self.
I do remember gonna say that shit.
I don't know why y'all come at me with the bullshit on the stream, man. Happy 420 everybody. We ain't already said that. I'm not fucking with Cliff Harris. Kodak, I expect everything that Kodak is doing at this moment. Like everybody, I'm agreeing with everybody in the room. The nigga, bruh, listen. I don't rap. And if I was a millionaire for 425, nigga, I would probably have an NBA young boy herpes, okay? I would probably have a tattoo on my face, okay? Grill fucked up, okay? I'm not looking for tomorrow, I'm looking for right now, goddammit, okay? And yeah, Lori London, you gotta bust it open in 6 months, okay? I'm being for real. Like he said, barbershop talk, bro. This nigga just got social media.
But with that though,
hold on, DJ, I'm not through. the nigga is tweeting next to Steve Harvey's jacket. Nigga, he got Wi-Fi. It's possible. It's possible. Come on, y'all. These niggas don't give a fuck no more. T.I., why do you care? You right. Not even at Clifford. I'm sorry. Why you care? Why you care?
You right.
All you had to do from an OG perspective, T.I., not even say shit.
Just call him, bro.
Call him up. That's it.
But Tank was talking about this shit.
Jay-Z ain't said shit yet. He just throw money at motherfuckers.
Ain't nobody been rescued yet.
I'm just saying
That's
though.
all he been doing is rescuing niggas.
Puff Daddy come out with a new liquor, nigga.
Man, fuck Puff Daddy.
I'm just saying. He not saying shit. He just coming out with strawberry shit.
Trigger.
Watermelon.
Kevin Hart dropping another funny series that's not funny. Everybody playing their part. T.I., I guess you playing your part. You snitching, nigga.
Kevin Hart finna play the same person in the movie for like the 12th time.
The 12th time. That nigga still saying that boy's good. That boy's
Repetition is the father of learning.
He should learn this shit.
Hold on. Quick side note since I got it. So T.I. don't be snitching. So if I get caught with 2 ounces on me right now and I'm out in 5 minutes, you don't think I told on nobody? You think I'm still be a real nigga? Oh, okay. Mr. 10-time felon. Do 2 years. And that's it. BG was a felon and almost got caught with some shit. Now he doing the whole 10 shit bang bang. Come on now. We know who real niggas who get locked up. You do that time. Just saying.
You can't hold that as a judge.
The shit.
So T.I. had a lot more money than BG.
Boosie done took a goddamn fall.
That's another factor too.
Who? T.I. what?
T.I. had a lot more money than BG.
Oh yeah. I'm saying though. Boosie had that bread too. Now he almost did.
But no.
That was
BG situation.
Boosie had niggas knocked off. Like
no. So
you don't think T.I. had niggas killed?
I ain't gonna. I don't know.
But no.
We know Boosie.
But no. We know for a fact though. But like BG shit fucked up because we know for a fact he was being paid in heroin.
And you had
heroin. That dog food. God damn.
And he had Birdman handling his cash.
Exactly.
It's a bad situation.
Lock his ass up for all I kept playing, boy.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Not that I'm back on my feet.
Everybody much money tears.
Go ahead.
Let us TLC, BG, they go together.
Damn, that's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Your mind is awesome.
Man, I don't even know where the fuck to start now.
You done got
You done got a notebook in there.
I can't keep up with everything, so I write shit down.
Me too, cuz.
I have a lot of thoughts going. But anyway.
Me too.
When I first heard about it, because I don't keep up with niggas like neither one of them. First of all, like on some real shit.
That's in the notebook. He said first off. Point 1.
Anything got the
benediction.
Anything got a T.I. versus himself. I don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? And Kodak, I have, unless I was riding with a young cat and they was listening to it, that's the only way I listen to a full Kodak song. I'm
Young cat.
All the way honest about the shit. Yeah, Kodak do stupid shit, but T.I. does some dumb shit too.
Yeah.
This nigga bought some guns, military grade guns at CVS.
For attention.
More guns than T.I.
Everybody in here. Everybody in here done some illegal shit, and I guarantee you was in the middle of somebody's neighborhood somewhere. You wasn't in no goddamn pharmacy store buying calicos and AR-15s, man. So I'm just saying,
right.
So wait a minute.
He was inside the CVS.
So he was on the south side. What's the name of that movie? He was on the first Rush Hour scene where Chris Tucker was trying to sell a nigga the C4 out the truck.
Man, come on, man. I'm just saying, we all done some illegal shit, man. We ain't gonna pull up at the pharmacy like, meet me at the CVS on your...
It's going down.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm around here, my cousin in a spot, just pull up. I ain't being out in public. So I felt like that was some dumbass shit for him to eat.
Oh yeah, he definitely had his dumb growing up moments too.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get Kodak a chance.
Which is why cancel culture is not good for the culture. Like, you can't be out this bitch canceling everybody because they fuck up. It's like, you can't
taking
do
a nigga pictures down.
On top of all that shit, man,
Wait.
I just don't fuck with T.I.
I
give him his credit.
That's it.
I give him his credit for the music and shit, but that nigga track record, like on some person shit, like as a person,
like a real nigga.
That nigga's not winning the department, man. He should be focusing on. He can't do shit right. He like Future, he can't get shit right. No, when it comes to being just a person.
Because T.I. be trying. You can't put him in the same box as Future.
Future just wake up.
Future just think he right.
Fuck it. Fuck up some coke.
But that's what he had.
stupid ass up.
Dumb.
100,000 to 100,000. 100,000 to that is a stupid fuck.
No, like
We don't get no fuck shit.
Bitch, you a lie. My
That nigga was
Wi-Fi
hot.
bill due now.
no, that nigga's hyperbole like fucking personified. Like,
Addiction.
I'm just saying, man, like,
Addiction.
neither one of them niggas should be beefing at all.
It shit look bad.
Niggas really love T.I., but they love him for old shit, so they need to let that shit go. Just like old folks need to let shit go. Niggas need to let that old T.I. shit go, because the nigga been whacked for a while now.
Wonderful, bringing that all back together.
I'm just saying.
Very talented.
I brought the Steve Harvey jacket back
You
with the
did?
Kodak Wi-Fi.
You sure did.
Man, we
A
Yes.
nigga need to stay out that powder and just make music. Man. That's it. That's it. And that's all I got to say. Fuck all that other shit. I don't feel like
Hey, that was
anything neither one of them niggas
Fuck all that
saying
other
is shit. Like, why are niggas even listening to what the fuck Kodak Black and T.I. got to say about anything?
These like the last two names that you would want to
Right. And local
Kodak
news,
Black
Kodak
and-
Black said something about Nipsey Girl. Like,
okay.
nigga, next. Goddamn, what the fuck? I'm not about to listen to this.
Alright, man.
It's just
Hold
people
on.
want a
Let's
reason to be
Miss
angry.
T, you got
What
someone
you got?
else?
Take my spot. You been hiding. I'm finna go get the other bottle of wine.
People just wanted a reason to be angry because they was mad that Nipsey was killed.
Okay,
They
first
just
of
needed
all,
a reason to project.
First of all, Kodak Black been in jail for the same type of shit that T.I. been in jail for guns,
But he's a
bullets.
kid.
For
all types
rapists?
of-
Wait a minute.
No,
T.I.
no,
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
T.I. ain't got no
I'm
rape charge. No, don't do that.
Alright, don't
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry.
I fuck with T.I.
He has no documented rape charge.
I fuck with
I'm
T.I.
sorry. I'm sorry.
He
I'm sorry.
said, "Why would he fuck somebody? Like, why would he rape somebody? Too many bitches cheering him." That's what he said.
Okay, so you got Kodak. He about to go to trial for raping a 15-year-old girl.
South Carolina.
Take that shit to trial, bitch.
He got gun charges just like T.I. I mean, when you really get down to the core of it, it's like, why are you even listening to what he has to say about anything? The fact that you only counsel this man because he said something about Lauren, like she said, it's like this nigga was a constant young and May. This nigga raped somebody. This nigga got gun charges and shit.
Why do y'all care now?
Well, it's like, why you care now? Why you now taking his music off and shit like that when you could have been did this shit? This nigga said he Florida man. Do you see what Twitter say? A Florida man, and you already know somebody house.
Dog, I read the headline.
water.
Dog,
You already know.
I follow Instagram, Florida man, and they put the headlines from the papers.
You don't even
on
have
the
nobody's
Instagram.
name, nobody
This
real
that
name
torch?
on this shit.
Yeah, that shit.
It's Florida man. How bad so? This nigga How Flocka, right? This nigga Kodak probably bite your face off. He's so mad because he said something. Man, you know what? I'm gonna give her a year. As if she said, you know what? Kodak Black.
After that year, goddammit.
You know what? Kodak look a little good to me. No, she not gonna say
Kodak
that
the
shit
dude
about-
lit.
No, this nigga look like a whole gremlin. He look like you can't feed him after 12 o'clock.
Nah.
So ain't nobody fucking worried about him. Now T.I., I love T.I., so I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all three right here. I fuck with T.I. Heavy. I love that man. That was the soundtrack of me being 17. I feel that shit, right?
But you
So,
said we love for old shit.
but we do. But it ain't like he don't have other songs that then came out. But fuck that shit. This nigga is corny.
Name two.
For coming. I mean, he be on
Right.
songs. He don't have a song that he done came out with, like Big
Oh.
Bang,
Gotcha,
whatever. You know what I'm
gotcha,
saying? Whatever,
okay.
right?
Okay.
He give him a little guest appearance or some shit. He do a little 16 and
I did.
oh, okay, T.I., what up, right? Damn, that's my nigga. I remember him.
He
But
got
whatever.
buddy talk if it ain't about the butt.
Yeah, that's
all we got.
about it. But you know what
Cause
I'm
the
saying?
dick was trash.
Right.
Man,
He had one song though I used to play.
that
Just
shit with
one.
Rihanna on it. You
So
know.
that's T.I. though, 1 out of 5.
You know what I'm talking about that
T.I.
damn
is
call
the-
the case.
T.I. is the equivalent
My
of-
money.
Oh yeah.
That shit was lame.
What he said? I kept telling not go to jail. Like what he
Still got
said?
my money.
Get
Bald
your
head ass.
T.I. be making me sad because you ain't supposed to be like this.
Shut up.
Ain't even supposed to be
trying to
like
tell you,
this.
man.
No, real.
The game ass gotta shut up because he do some flaw ass shit.
Hey,
But
no.
the game
Hey.
is
His career flaw.
Hey.
Hold on now.
more than that
Hey,
too. Fuck
let's
you.
name Dropatron 2000.
On my life.
Goddamn.
Didn't I say that shit? But that man make a song and name drop everybody. Yeah, like Kendrick Lamar and shit. Schoolboy Q. I was in the booth. Bitch, get your
First of all, Kodak Black name is Bill.
Hey,
He changed.
yeah, no, his name's Bill.
Hold on, real.
No.
So we got a Bill.
And then Clifford.
We got
Yeah.
Aubrey. We got a Webster, Graham. Oh my
Who the fuck
goodness.
is
First of all,
That's
Bill
Whitted.
and Clifford
Oh, my
finna
bad.
damn have a damn
Aubrey,
shoot off.
Drake.
They finna do 10 paces to the back.
Bill
goddamn.
Cosby and Cliff.
Yeah, damn Bill and Clifford.
You know the names of the
Bill
Migos?
Cosby paid the cash to
Oh, what's the name of the Migos?
I don't know, but
Intrigue
it's
me.
one of them because that nigga name sound like when you unsheath the sword.
That shit stupid.
Where you at, Corey? Where you at?
Stupid.
Yeah,
That
man.
shit big stupid.
I ain't got nothing on that. First off, Kodak just make Haitians look bad. I know. I got a couple of Haitian friends and whatever. He make them motherfuckers look bad. Now them niggas be by their business, Zopound, all that shit. They'll whoop some ass.
Sabase, Nabule.
I watch Bad Boys too.
The devil is not welcome here.
Them niggas, they really be on that type of shit where they
Hey,
really.
on that note, I hate Michael Bay.
he just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. I want you to sound off with everything you hate for the rest of the episode periodically. That's beautiful.
That's what he do.
Michael
Oh,
Bay.
that's what I do. Oh yeah, no, Michael Bay trash. Hey, so he ruined Bad Boys too, right? They went to Columbia just to blow shit.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
why did they go to Columbia? No reason. They just wanted to blow
They
shit
just
up.
wanted to go and
They
Fucking
got the
Michael
third
Bay.
one now too.
Yeah, nah. Michael Bay's supposed to be directing it too.
It's gonna be.
Did y'all see Transformers?
Like Big Mama.
It's gonna be like Bad Boys 3 gonna be like Transformers.
That's funny.
Y'all enjoy that.
No plot.
Like, I don't fuck with Michael Bay.
Go ahead, let Corey finish up, man.
Fuck Kodak Black. T.I. been washed for years, so whatever. Let's talk about Drake. Drake. Yeah, that nigga. That nigga, he in Europe doing this assassination vacation tour, and he made a stop in Europe. And the grime rapper Wiley said the nigga's a culture vulture, and he went into detail about it. So my question is, do y'all think Drake is a culture vulture? Now I know motherfuckers call the nigga Jafaking on the internet for his like fake Jamaican accent and shit. So I don't know. You know, people been name dropping like the game. He name dropped like a motherfucker. Even, you know, the top of the totem pole, Jay-Z been known to name drop from time to time. So yeah, and reference shit. Yeah, he ain't make no career out of it. So do y'all think Drake is a culture vulture?
To answer the question, I will say no. But I'll give more explanation on that in a second. But the problem with the situation is that Drake is damn near like a creative player. But at the basis of it all, he's just white. So
you white, goddamn.
Dark skin logic.
And not even dark skin. No,
Even with that goddamn envy and Killer Mike.
That shit was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
But all right, so here's the situation with Drake. As far as the culture vulture thing, let me address that first. Now, then I get into my issue. He's not a culture vulture because, to me, you first have to define culture vulture, and it has to be somebody that is not of the culture, that is reaping benefits of the culture, without having any input or giving back to properly support the culture. So,
like Leo Corn.
Exactly. So, Leo Corn, fucking Post Malone, Iggy Azalea, Miley Cyrus.
Yes, Jules.
Jules, Macklemore. These are culture vultures. So, and they most likely come into the place of being white people. But that's a conflict, Drake white. And no offense to white people as a whole. I'm just saying. They normally are white. There are some black culture vultures. People like Jason Whitlock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck Jason Whitlock.
But it ain't got
Fat fuck.
Small tic tac too fast motherfucker.
Bombs,
man.
Fedora man.
Let go.
Fat Grimace. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Hey,
That
you need
was
West
a
Side
trigger.
Gun to do
That was a
ad-libs
trigger. I'm
behind that
sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Good. Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's a trigger for me.
But I'm just saying, just to show that there are black culture vultures, there are people out here like that. You know what I'm saying? But as black people, we call them house niggas. But those are culture vultures in different aspects of culture. You know what I mean? But hip hop being the most prominent and most prevalent form of black culture as a whole, that's generally where the term was originated. That's where it stays. But that thinking of what it is applies in different cases. Back to Drake.
Like a burnt chicken nugget. Oh my goodness.
Yo, Jason Whitlock roast intermission and coming up in a second.
Yeah, he gonna get to it. He gonna get to it.
He ready. Man, ready.
Yeah, he ready.
But back to the idea of Drake. The reason I feel like he's not a culture vulture is because a lot of these artists, you have to put in a place of like responsibility.
That's right.
Like, first off, coming from Canada, which ties into the creative player thing, I break that down too. I'm trying not to be too long-winded, but coming from Canada, think about it like this: in America, we don't separate black kids from biracial black kids. You got a piece of black in you, you black. So in Canada, I don't know how their basis is coming up in that, but I would assume globally, you black. You know what I'm saying? So, and with black people in Canada, their black is different than American black.
Oh, yeah.
So you do have French-speaking blacks, you do have Caribbean or Jamaican colonized blacks that set up colonies there, you know, that didn't make that stop in America, just kept going up to Canada. So you have like they say, America is the melting pot just because everybody can jump in the pot. Trying to put niggas out the pot, that's a different story. But Canada is really a melting pot of culture. You know what I mean? Like, Canada's one of the places probably when nobody at. And people just like, we gonna settle up here. It's cold as fuck, but we can make it. So it really is a melting pot of culture. But they do have bits and pieces of influence of everything that he does, right? And because he is in hip hop, and hip hop is probably one of the first global sounds, like sounds of genre that really took over the world. Like, and it's the most popular at this point. And he happens to be in prime position during his most popular period. It's a global sound. So he can be a global, it's smart for him to be a global artist. And coming from Canada, you do have roots and tradition in all of these things.
Yes.
And when you speak of like him being a culture vulture, okay, the second question, we define what is a culture vulture. Who is he vulturing upon? You know what I mean? Because it ain't like he just taking from dead carcasses and using people's stuff.
Let me interject. So he had an issue with the Sauce Twins in Houston a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he had an issue with Sauce Walker for doing the drug.
Yeah. Maybe
that was
so.
a dope ass diss track.
Yeah, it was.
That's fine, but
I really enjoyed that.
These are people that take issue with him. But when he steps into these environments, right? I tell you this story. Versace was a big song, but I was shooting a video in Huntsville. Migos walked up to me and gave me the Versace single. Didn't know who they was, didn't really care. Threw that shit on my backseat. Kept shooting my music video during the time. But then Drake hopped on the Versace record and made it a big deal. And for a lot of people, if you don't do the research on Migos, that's the first real look and major platform they had. That's a breakout track for them that helped solidify who the Migos were. And that was in what, fucking 2012, 2013? It's 2019. They're still doing a tour with him. He's been on their projects as well. So it ain't, and not only that one record built the relationship with the label QC. Where you got, that's how Drake can get, that's how Lil Baby can get a Drake feature. You know what I'm saying? That's how all of these albums can get Drake on them, or when they bring up a new artist, let's get a record with Drake to try to help bring them up more publicly. Because he actually helps bring these artists up. You wouldn't hear about I Love McConan without Tuesday from Drake that he hopped on and still put it out as McConan's song. He didn't put it out as a Drake song featuring McConan.
And the ripples from that brought attention to Alpha Records, which helps spin off Father
and all of them. They ate off of it. So even when you go to a cat like, you know, Popcan, who he was doing like One Dance and shit with, he was on the More Life album. I mean, he was on the Views album before More Life.
Yeah.
So when he stepped into these Jamaican realms,
fucking Party Next Door.
Even with grime, the first grime artist I knew of was Skepta.
Yeah.
That's because of Drake. Like, what? So he's helped putting these people on his platform, and he's doing records with them, and it's their song featuring him. He ain't using them for that. Did he take the Migos floor and flip it?
Hispanic cat too. He did something with him.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he did the verse in Spanish. That's respect.
That's brilliant.
That's respect for the culture in itself. Like, he could have got on there and rapped in America like, I don't know Spanish. That's respect for the culture. When even if you didn't write it or learn it, you got to take the time to understand the phonetics and put it out.
Yes.
But you can't call him a vulture because of that. You can call him an opportunist, but you can't call him a vulture. And the last point I'm gonna make, because I know anyone jump in, is the fact that it's just the only reason it's an issue is because it's with Drake, and Drake is like a creative player in rap, and it's just perfect time for him. Like, he fits every category and every mold perfectly, but people can always chip away at it with whatever they don't like for their personal preference, because he's biracial. He's black and white. He looks black, so he can say nigga. Unlike artists like Logic, who is obviously black and white. Fuck Logic, that's our own thing. But we'll fuck with Logic. But
that's what I was saying earlier, by the way.
But he looks.
We won't fuck with him.
I wasn't saying dark skinned Logic isn't a dark skinned person saying that. I was saying Drake is a dark skinned Logic.
Exactly. Because Logic don't look black, so he can't say nigga.
Yeah.
But he probably acts more black than Drake does, but Drake can say nigga, but acts extremely white. He ain't gay, he's just white. So, and no offense to the white allies, but that's one thing. First off, he's a rapper who can actually rap very well. Let's not give him credit. He can rap like a motherfucker, but he also sings, so that makes him like an R&B artist, but he's not an actual singer. And they be like, oh, he can't rap because he a ghostwriter. First off, nobody's writing this nigga raps for shit like Western Road Flows, the AM PM series.
No, always give us at least one verse, one song on the album where he just going.
But any of them tracks that got them bars, ain't nobody writing them for him.
What nigga student of the game.
He bending the rules, very funny, but his ghostwriters are writing very popular secular music that he naturally does not make. It's unheard of, but that shit is like, it's new, so people don't know how to take it, especially when you're in rap. And in addition to that, he's like this weird, you tell me if I'm right or wrong, I don't know, but the way it's perceived as a man, he's this weird, uncouth, different type of sex symbol for women, where women love him because he's emotionally available on some shit like that.
That man ain't emotionally
available. But he be trying to express it to women. It's weird. I can't describe it. But women love him, and it's like, I don't really rock with that, but he know how to make great music that I can relate to. I understand what he's saying very clearly. But we ain't gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. But that's what I'm saying. He's a creative player. It's like, it's no fun when all of the sliders are all the way up and you know you can do everything in the game. Like, it takes the challenge away, and that's what Drake is for hip hop right now in a popular world global sense. But
easy mode.
You got easy mode, novice. You know what I'm saying? He make the game look like that, but it's hard work going to that. I'm not taking that away from him, but he makes it look too easy and too effortless. And it's just really not fair how many cards he can play at one time. But go ahead.
Yeah, you had all of the key points that I was going to make, because I was going to say that Drake cannot be considered a culture vulture if he propels the culture. Like, he cannot be considered a culture vulture whenever he allows his brand. He's a brand at this point.
I'm not a business man. I'm a business man. Like, that's a J line.
You cannot even attack that, because when he comes with a bag for whoever he attached his brand to.
True.
Migos, all of the artists that he just named.
Fucking mad.
I mean, Lil Baby came out and was like,
all and everything.
Yes, like all of these artists that Drake has worked with, he has propelled them
to superstars,
to places that, like, he has the Drake effect.
He got his.
He the golden boy. It's the reason why his name on his jacket say the boy. He's the golden boy. Like, he mob ties. You feel what I'm saying? Like this
Jay
man
Prince.
is a J Prince investment. You feel what I'm saying? Like this man is an investment. Like he is skilled. This man can rap for real. Like a lot of people got on the Drake with So Far Gone.
Yeah.
This man was making music with Dwelle and Forte,
Lil
like
Brother,
I like
yeah,
Lil
yeah,
Brother. Like he was
yeah.
making
Ninth
music
Wonder.
and going with comeback season. This man was really spinning. He was making music with artists in Canada. Cardinal Official, you know what I'm saying? He was
How
making
to
music
Not Lie
like
Fish.
Him and Melanie
Like-
Fiona used to be in a group together.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Back in the day.
like
She told me
Drake.
that personally.
Drake
Yeah,
has
yeah.
been a student of the game, and his flows, his schemes, like every approach that this man take to making music now, it works in some realm of the culture of hip hop. Like all of the music that people want to dance to. He gives some pop songs. He gives some songs that men don't feel it, like they don't feel crazy riding down the street to. Like
This nigga hates everything.
No, it's just
He on the list.
He's on the
He
list today.
1D got.
you hate Drake. I mean, it's not that I'm a huge
I don't
Drake
hate Drake.
fan. It's just cause like you gotta, if you study the culture that is hip hop, then you recognize an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? You recognize something that is different. You recognize somebody taking a different approach to this level. You know what I'm saying? So Drake cannot be considered somebody that is a vulture because that's synonymous with milking, destroying it.
This
Like it can be synonymous with that level of what. So Drake propels the culture. I think he's good for the culture in some elements because when the man raps, he raps. I mean, his 30 for 30 freestyle that was on, the Drake and Future, What a Time to Be Alive. That album was full of
That was a good
shenanigans,
time.
man.
That was a good time.
But that
If I come
track,
out the ass of the Lamborghini. Goddamn, Future.
Yes.
Okay. Set the scene then.
I got some guilty pleasure on that album. I can't front.
hold on.
There's nothing guilty to be about that. That was a good album. I just said that Drake actually was spitting on the last track. Like,
You probably.
All right, that what you got. I know you got something.
I mean, as these two fine individuals that are so beautifully eloquent over the last 5-10 minutes, I feel like there's no point I could stress that they haven't already. I will reiterate exactly what both of them said. Like, the man hopped on a song with a dude named Block Boy JB
From Memphis.
Hey, look.
The man did
That shit.
Let him have.
The man did one dance on camera. The shit has now made it to Fortnite.
Dog.
You can buy a dance on a fucking game that would nobody in this world have paid attention to.
Wow.
Had
A nigga
that
from
nigga
Memphis.
not hopped on that song.
It's on 2K too.
What is it?
And,
It is in the park.
and I think it's on the Forza Horizon.
That's crazy. Or driving game. But like that and the shit with Trouble.
Yeah.
With Mike Will. Like
Yeah.
the dude came out, you didn't know who he was, and the next thing it's like it's on every radio station in the country 3 days later, not 3 weeks later, 3 days later.
Yeah.
So when you look at somebody that has that kind of impact, that can propel artists that nobody knows to going on shows and get 15, 20,000 a show off one song, I can't call that person a vulture. I can't call somebody that supplants the culture that much a vulture that takes from it.
that moves the
He's
culture.
planting
Exactly.
seeds and
Propels the
growing.
culture.
Yeah, so like people tried to bring up the fact that Bruno Mars was a culture vulture. I can't give them that either.
Exactly. You just on coke.
This nigga got the bullets ready.
Hey, Bruno on that shit. Hey,
Like,
He ain't shy about it now.
oh, I cannot give you that one, sir.
I'm sorry.
Drake is not the modern day Nelly. Drake can actually rap.
Man.
Yeah,
I
ain't gonna knock.
Billy cannot rap.
Billy, now.
You can't name me one. You can't rap me one Fine Nelly verse. That ain't
I'm a sucker for corn.
That ain't no Chapter
Hey,
that ain't
that nigga got his bag in his era. That nigga was trash. Hey, that nigga was trash, but he got his bag in his era.
Doing a drive-by, so no, I don't fuck with
We're gonna get to you, Professor.
Okay, Biggie said it was by ass and titties. That's the
Tip drill.
Because it ain't your face.
My bad, man. I ain't mean to fuck
R.I.P. But like, just like the clothes, like I can't call somebody that does that much a vulture. And as far as like the stuff surrounding Drake, like the people that hate Drake hate what Drake represents.
They hate,
which is what it appears to be a change. Meaning the rules of the game. It's like the same people that hate basketball.
The old heads again.
OldAssIsms.
Old-isms again. These rap heads.
Boom bap rappers.
Yes, this mythical gatekeeper of hip hop.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit retarded because half the motherfuckers that was rapping in the late 80s, early 90s, y'all don't even fuck with them for real no more. After Tupac got here. Because every time it's a cultural shift.
Daddy Kane can drop right now. Y'all not buying.
Exactly. It's always a cultural shift and then a cultural impact.
Yeah.
The shift was hip hop. The impact was Tupac. When the impact happens, it's a ripple effect that changes everything else around it.
Which makes it part of the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just a music genre.
Exactly. So like every 10 or so years we have this impact that comes out of nowhere. And everything in hip hop surrounds that person. And Ice Cube came out on one interview and was like, every artist got 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying, to be at the top superstar, you're gonna get your 3 years. Drake is on 9.
Exactly.
That man is on 9 years and ain't showed no signs of stopping. And he done had scandal after scandal, beef after beef, and that nigga seems like he Teflon.
Jay even counseled this man on his album.
And
Jay counseled.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay did.
That nigga he got a whole country behind him.
Listen, Drake, here's how they gonna come at you with silly rap feuds trying to distract you.
He gave him game.
But I'm saying he counseled him.
He taught you on the song what was gonna happen, and literally a year later the shit started.
Kanye,
straight up.
We digress.
Oh yeah, DJ.
Man, look, I'm kind of like two ways on Drake. Like, I respect his brand, but that nigga corny as fuck.
That's
and
fine.
I can't fuck with that.
Without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fuck with that corny shit, but I respect that nigga brand like a motherfucker. Like, with Block Boy JB. From him doing the track with him, he was able to do shit with fucking Higher Brothers and 88 Rising. You know what I'm saying? Like Chinese rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's off the strength of fucking with Drake. Drake fucking with his shit. You know what I mean?
Said 88 Rising, and I'm impressed. Like, what?
And like,
how you know that?
and so like, Drake, he impacts the culture. True enough. But he also siphons from, like, it's kind of like how Kanye does. Like, he
definitely not how Kanye
does. Hold on, man.
I'm gonna let you finish, but go
Hold on. All right, so here's the thing. So Kanye is more of a long term, like, he gonna like suck your shit dry long term. Drake.
Most definitely false. Go ahead.
Came out with such passion. Suck it dry. Like what?
And so I'm using vampires as like an analogy.
The Daywalkers.
So much more.
Go ahead.
All right. And so Drake, he's gonna take your shit, he's gonna clone your shit, gonna put the little Drake razzle dazzle on it. You know what I'm saying?
The special season.
Don't you worry.
You know what I'm saying? and look, and your sound gonna become like a national sound. And you gonna shine for a little while. And it depends on like how you flip that shit.
Facts. Okay.
Yeah.
That's artist responsibility, though.
Yeah, true.
Because
Definitely.
Migos the only ones that really capitalize.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And guess what? They ain't part of QC.
But no, I'm just saying, in order for that to happen, Drake has to take your shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so like, but at the same time, Drake doing that impacts the culture.
You mean like if he makes a song with an artist and then takes the song and make more hits?
You know what I mean? And like, it just
like a
impacts
drum
the
situation.
Yeah.
Damn, man, this nigga sound like Drake. Bitch, that's me.
But like, and Drake is a force. Like, Drake is a fucking force. Like,
This nigga.
He ready.
but he's also like, he's an artist by committee. Like, because he's such a force, he has to be an artist by committee. Because everything has to be formulaic, everything has to work within the parameters so they can make the maximum profit.
Yes.
Because
I
he
see
is
that.
pop music.
Mm-hmm.
Also. You know what I mean?
He's every man.
Dog, Drake's Superman, and I hate Superman. So like, but yeah, like, you know, Drake.
Tim?
Man, fuck that light skin. Good hair, straight teeth, and corny ass Nickelodeon to make a Grammy ass, acting ass. Fuck nigga, music good as fuck. God damn, have you in tears at the end of this album, ass nigga. But I can't pull a bitch off that shit that you be rapping about, ass nigga. You soft nigga, why you crying? Drake do it, bitch, shut up. You just put this on your snap, but I'm a fuck nigga cause I'm doing it. Dead. Be some dead motherfuckers in this whole night. Courtney, you got anything?
I'm upset for a second.
This nigga been ready. He been ready for
He been saving them shots for a minute.
Oh man, I don't even have that side. I really don't have that much. Like, nah, I really don't have that much.
This nigga-
I just be trying to keep
This nigga
up.
got his principle, no
You know what I'm saying? I be trying to keep up with what everybody said.
Hate Drake.
I want that shit. I'm sorry, Paul.
We gonna give you that.
You gotta
be a
cut
post.
that shit, bruh, and post it.
Go ahead, you had that build up.
Man, listen, bro.
I'm doing with that shit. Gonna be some dead motherfuckers here tonight. There's gonna be a surgical something in this bitch.
I'm just saying, like Drake and Beyonce, bro. It's like you can't
fuck with them. They untouchable, dog. I had to watch
Beyonce got
last night.
sissies and girls. Nigga, Chick-fil-A almost opened up on Sundays because of nigga that said something about this. Nigga, the alphabet community got better rights than the black man. Faster than the black man.
Tim, who was the alphabet community?
The L-A-B, all of them.
LGBT.
Yeah, it's something new. It's something new. I just say alphabet because I ain't trying to disrespect nobody.
God damn.
It's two people you can't say shit about. Trump and them motherfuckers, okay?
And
Beyonce and Drake.
Right.
That's it. I said what I had to say 2 seconds ago. You can't say nothing about these. Listen, man, the nigga lame as a motherfucker.
That boy got that.
But the art that he do, bro, you got to buy the picture. My daddy, Michael Jordan. Niggas don't like him, but you got to buy the shoe. It's fresh as a bitch, ain't it? Okay then. The nigga make quality shit, man. You don't like the nigga, but you like it. Huh? Here come Auntie with her stinking ass, but she gonna give us a better gift. Come on, Auntie. How was your trip over here with your stinking ass and mole on the side of her face? God damn. This gift gonna be fire as a bitch.
Bombs.
You take what you can get out of this.
Anything you got to say? Go ahead.
Let go, bro. I ain't got a lot to say, man.
You don't, nigga?
I jump in a notebook to keep track of what everybody said, for real. It just look like I'm documenting some shit. But for real.
You open the goddamn.
Alright, for real though.
With the Moesha did that, right?
Hey man, my girl bought me this shit, y'all. Chill out. I I got to carry my
It's
girl.
told by
bought it.
Gingerface.
Damn.
You know we on live. You know we on live. Wait a minute. Sankofa taking L's. My girl watching this. I can't be taking L's. Anyway,
You ain't gonna get no cover later.
you can talk shit about me with the motherfucker.
Hey, look, she throwing rocks behind her head because she ain't even on camera, and half of you on camera. So.
Shut up.
All right.
Okay. For real though, on some real shit, I don't think he a culture vulture. But I hate that nigga.
This nigga.
I just want to be real about it.
I fucks with
I hate that nigga for several reasons.
Several.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And it's not because he a good rapper.
1D1,
Okay.
goddamn.
The nigga, everybody was like, oh, he half black, half white. No, that nigga's half Jewish.
Oh,
means-
shit.
He gonna
Which
always
means
be
he
How the
had
fuck we going with
access.
this?
He had a lot of access and connections that the average rapper, talented rapper,
Will not
would
have.
not ever get. You know what I'm saying? Without having a Drake feature.
He made
You feel me?
Start from the bottom. That's what they.
Side note, and the
I
second,
mean, let's just be for real.
and the second successful Jewish rapper who is not dead, rest in peace, Mac Miller.
No. They like the second and third Beastie Boy.
Beastie Boys, them too. But I'm saying like our modern daylight right now. Who else Jewish that's rapping?
Man, and the reason I say that is because the average nigga you know who's a legend in the game probably been on the basement freestyling, probably been on Hot 97 dropping some flow,
Good point.
probably done went
Drake
around
was
the
on
country
there,
somewhere
He had to prove. They had to prove they
paying they dues.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, hey, this Drake mixtape just come out. The nigga got on the goddamn P-coat
With
and
Jay
he
Prince
from
in the
Canada.
background,
And he got
Right,
waves.
and Jay Prince a gangster, so you know you got a bag.
Buy that
He do.
motherfucking mixtape.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to
This track, bitch.
Right. Exactly. Like, man, I don't know who Jay Prince is, but man, when that nigga touch something, you gotta fuck with it type shit. Like, and that nigga kind of came out that way to me. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like,
Who the fuck
okay,
is that?
I fuck with it, but he ain't had to take the same path to stardom as a lot of niggas. Even Nick Cannon came from Nickelodeon and tried to rap, and niggas was like, nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, that shit ain't about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money you got, that shit ain't about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel like the nigga got, really, I'm gonna open my book up.
Nick Cannon on the list. Nick Cannon in the book too.
No, not on the list. But I feel like he just got that. He got his Jew gun and he can pull out.
Successful.
Right.
You got it down.
I told you that nigga was going
You got it
there.
down.
You know what I'm
I
going
told you he was going there.
Come on, y'all know damn well who run this shit. Y'all know damn well who run this shit. And that nigga got
You get a call.
You get a gun.
that nigga got a fast pass. You know how that shit go, man.
Man,
He ain't got to stand in line when it comes to nothing.
turn up on their ass.
That's the only thing I
like
really
this
got a
show.
problem with, man. That nigga, he got the freedom. You know what I'm saying? He can bag his way out some shit. As much strife as black men get for not taking care of their kids, he can hire his for a whole goddamn year.
Can I use this meme without being judged?
Man, I was just hiring him from y'all. You know, everybody like,
And then everybody was like, you
right, you right, Drake.
That nigga can do no wrong.
I can't do that shit. We can't do that shit.
He can
That last Drake was killing. You
He
know
can
what I'm saying?
R. Kelly a bitch tonight, and bitches would be like, "That's Drake." I've been waiting to. Yeah, Drake can do no.
So is he Prince untouchable?
Man, no, he
Not yet,
man.
because I don't like his ass.
Dog, that nigga damn near Steve
like
Harvey
Prince.
suit.
But I will say this
Done.
about the R. Kelly statement. When the nigga drops some new shit, I ain't gotta listen to it. I see the comments and I be like, R. Kelly, y'all killing me with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this shit. But go ahead, man. The nigga he
Drake
gonna
can
be
do
a
no
staple
wrong,
in the game. Whatever, man. But I ain't got to like
that was a great point.
Miss T? No, Miss.
Oh, Miss C.
Fuck.
She crying over there on the low.
Just saying, man.
Let my round breathe. breathe a little bit.
I do feel the same way as him though. Like he is a culture vulture to me because he hop on people's songs, he uplift people, right? To end up being greater, right? But after he hop on, I'm gonna hop on the reggae shit to get you up. But then I'm gonna do about 10 more reggae songs, and then that shit gonna
make your folks buy my shit.
Right, it's gonna be about me now. Like I mean, I got you
that reggae shit that you listen to though.
And you
like, is it a culture?
You gonna listen to it because it's Drake. You get what I'm saying? And you gonna listen to it because Drake on the track, and it's good. But it's like, okay, I done got on your track now, so it's up to you to make that shit happen. But while you making that shit happen, I'm gonna be making some shit too. So I don't know what's gonna happen to you. If that nigga decide he wanna hop on what that name is, Lil Nas X, and he decide to hop on some shit with this nigga, right? I guarantee you this nigga Drake gonna hop out with about 5 more damn country songs that ain't got shit to do with this nigga right here.
Man, if he do that, I'm dead, man. It's over.
And you know what? White people gonna fuck with it.
Like, if I could like piggyback on what she's saying. Look, I see your point, and I actually agree to a percentage. But the thing is, when this man continues to make songs that sounds like this, the artist he just helped propel now has a road to drive on. Because before he actually did it, it was like it went before drill music became like a national thing.
Yeah,
Kanye was on I Don't Like.
Yeah,
and now everybody started listening to drill music.
Yeah.
So when you now have an artist that can come behind it and make money off of it, I consider that a different situation. Because if Drake hop on a reggae song and now everybody got some reggae sounding song on their album, why are you doing it all of a sudden? And why is it benefiting you?
Culture.
Why it's benefiting you? So why you can't complain?
I will say this though, Kanye's producer. He also.
Man, fuck Kanye with.
Okay.
Hi.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna even battle that because you know.
them only two. And Ron Parker.
That nigga.
Them three.
You just can't. You just can't do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Them only 3. Fuck you.
Hold on. Answer your question.
Actually, you got a question.
Yeah.
I got the homie Matt said, "Bear, I got a question. How you like Drake and he lost y'all the championship?"
Man, see, he want to go there.
All right, but you a Bama fan?
Absolutely, die hard, blue crimson. Anyway, I do believe the better team won that game because we didn't play up to the level. So I'm not gonna say that shit happened because of Drake. Although I do believe Drake is a bit of a curse when it comes to him putting on team jerseys.
He got that Portland jersey on, man.
Like, if Drake put on a jersey, bro, either something gonna happen to the player on the jersey or something gonna happen to the fucking team.
Portland Trail, bro?
One of the two.
Like 2 days ago.
So, I mean, if Drake is an artist, I'm not gonna put sports shit on the artist because he ain't playing. So.
Alright, well, I forgot the 2 things that I want to say. So, Corey, what you got?
Man, I'm just enjoying this shit. I'm just gonna keep this shit rolling. I ain't got nothing to say. This shit good.
Well, if I gotta think to interject, because somebody said something about Drake.
Appreciate the live stream was fucking with us tonight, man.
Yeah.
Kudos to y'all, man. Y'all been in here hard, Matt. Willie's still in here. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, man. For sure.
But also,
from Banana Joe's, you remember?
when it comes to Drake, like, that's what I was gonna mention, because even though, like, it does become a point of, like, you know, like, it's about me now, that's kind of like the thing of hip-hop. Hip-hop is it's only 2 mental sports that exist to me, for real, that don't have any aspect of the physical. That's hip-hop music and chess.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, shit like basketball, like, think about how basketball changed. Like, it was a guards game. The 3-point line was, like, cool, but it wasn't extremely important as it is now. Excuse me, I've definitely been drinking. But now you have big men redefining their game to include a 3-point shot to develop their skills and get better at all aspects of the games to learn how the game is going. Hip-hop is the same way.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, what you expect Drake to do? Like, hop on the song, lift the artist up, and deliberately put a whack verse on there? Nah. And the only way you're going to get better at your skill is if you keep doing it and polishing it. Now, if he give you the original platform, and you don't take it and run with it like the Migos did with their flow, and how they fought to get that stamp as their flow, even though it was Lord Infamous flow. Like you gotta put some artist accountability in that, because they're not taking advantage of the opportunity that Drake is presenting in front of them. As Drake is an artist, he definitely, if he do something, he gotta perfect it to the point where you feel like, okay, I got this, I can pull it out at any time when need be. But that's what I was gonna say about that. I'm gonna let Professor X jump in because he been on.
I just want to ask, so why the fuck did he send that flagrant ass shit to Meek then?
What you mean?
The whole
2015.
No, here's the thing.
No, 2015. Like
the
when he was on
whole
Meek
Back to
album.
back.
No, before he was
the
on
shit
the
that
song.
sparked this whole beef.
Yeah. Quentin Richardson Quentin Miller had wrote.
I mean,
on the album.
like
he sent the feature over that somebody else had already did, or whatever the case may be.
Are we talking about
why would he do that?
No, for on Meek Mill's album.
Yeah, Rico.
Rico.
Okay,
Rico.
Yeah.
So even when it comes to shit like that, like here's a weird dynamic. This is the other point I was gonna get. The other second thing I was gonna say. You can't consider Drake a culture vulture because he actually steps inside of these cultures actively. Like it wouldn't be a problem right now if Drake wasn't at that concert rapping the words to a song he liked line for line. Niggas got him on cameras doing that. He didn't have his camera put it on his gram. He was really out there enjoying himself, which we've seen him do. He does that in hip hop. He did that. How many niggas was really fucking with Guapole before he did Closer to My Dreams? You know what I'm saying? So it's like he actively steps in these cultures and like tries to sing, tries to learn, tries to study it, tries to understand it to his core. That's why he's the best student since 50 Cent.
Yes.
But even with that, like I've seen him just chilling, posted up in the cut at freestyle battle raps. You know what I'm saying? Like he understands the culture and the dynamic.
Yeah.
And his love for hip hop is the biggest love that he got, obviously.
Yeah.
But he also understands hip hop didn't invent anything. It took from everything and reinvented everything. And that's essentially what hip hop culture is at a creative aspect. He's continuing to do that, but in a bigger circumglobe navigation system.
And not only that, but as you said earlier, he is at the top of this craft right now.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about Drake, as being a student of the game, he is a participant of it and takes notes, and you can see where he switches things up. He tries different things. And in the process of doing it, his love for hip hop allows him to meet other artists that people didn't know about. Allows him to come into contact with people in certain sounds, and he can hear something in it. And so, you know what, that sparked something inside of me as a creative first, as a creative and as a person who is inside of hip hop and who loves the culture that is hip hop. Drake is doing nothing but watching recipes, taking ingredients and going in there and cooking. And that is exactly what Drake is doing.
Well, I don't know if that would get back to what I said where he gave that shit to me. I'm gonna let you get the flow to get a little bit more clarity on that. But I want to say first off, Meek can't go platinum without Drake. Secondly, you know,
that's real. That's real. That's facts.
That is the real.
His two biggest songs before going bad was Amen and Rico.
Damn.
And Intro. It's probably but it was probably Intro, Amen, Rico, and Going Bad is probably like number 2.
Tupac's back. Whatever the fuck that was.
You know what I'm saying? Like Meek was a little goofy too before, you know what I'm saying? Before he had real shit hit him. But what I was gonna say is another thing with Drake is that Drake has learned that the battles are cool for us on the ground level. And it's the art of war shit. Like, sacrifice the battle to win the war. Like, here's the thing. Here's the funny shit. Like, and I'm not putting these two in the same category by any means, but Big Draco has never lost a battle. If you think about it, he has never lost a battle. The fucking
Ice-T, you gotta talk
Ice-T
about
shit.
God damn.
What's the cat from Harlem? Brooklyn Girls nigga that watched
Charles Hamilton.
Charles Hamilton.
Sonny. The Rings nigga.
That was retarded.
I liked him too, man.
Chris Brown, the
He
one
can
that
rap.
Chris Brown, the one that backed out the boxing match. This nigga has never lost a battle, but he lose the war because he sacrificed himself doing goofy shit by participating in these battles. Drake
He looks like a gimmick.
Exactly. Drake will
Always
lose
that.
every battle that's positioned against him, but the real battle as being a industry solidified mainstream artist outsell me. Because he learned that from 50 and Kanye. Kanye would never win a rap battle against 50 Cent.
Man,
But
Drake is John Cena.
Kanye said, outsell me. And they released those projects on the same day. If he was like, I outsell you. If I outsell you, I'll retire.
That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? 50 said,
Rolling Stone cover and everything.
Exactly.
Money.
And lost like a motherfucker. But he
Lost.
definitely didn't retire. He ain't hold that wager. We ain't canceling him for that, but we definitely quit fucking with him. Like, bro, yeah, Kanye.
Way before that.
We did, but I
clown,
mean,
man.
I bought Valentine's Day Master. I
What?
but
I
did
it was the
too.
second album, bro.
And it was done.
Too shit. What you mean? It has mix.
Yeah.
Candy shopping.
Candy shop.
Come on,
Not
cuz.
just candy shopping.
I'm gonna die tonight.
Man,
Like,
what? I think that was G-Unit. But what I was saying, it probably, I don't know.
No, that was
No first album.
that was second album.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is Drake will sacrifice every battle because you gotta beat. He realized it's really about beating me with the numbers, and he learned that from them. That was the solidifying moment. But before that, look at Jay-Z and Nas. Like Nas clearly won, if you ask me, with Ether.
Yes.
But Nas could never sell out Jay-Z.
No.
And Jay-Z definitely won that war. But they're definitely like
But
homies
he
now
won.
and that.
Yeah, he won the battle.
Nas won the battle.
Nas won
but
the
Jay-Z
battle.
won
Not.
the war. And that's the thing with Drake. You want to beat him? Outsell him. Outdo him.
Yeah,
Out,
that's what you
outwork me. That's what
you
Drake
gotta
is.
outperform.
He'll take these chinks in the armor with rap
It's
battle
gonna be
shit.
real hard for you to still be mad at me, son, when you in the studio and they playing my music in the next studio. You go in the grocery store, they playing my music. You go anywhere, they gonna be playing my music. Like, it's real hard to be
Because
mad.
it ain't about our issue.
Look,
It's about
dog.
who controls the people.
Like,
keep
you
saying
can be mad, but the culture moves.
No,
These chips were by
that nigga's John Cena, dog.
Like-
Like, cause that's what John Cena is to the WWE. Like, he is the face of the thing. That nigga is unstoppable. He's the most corny shit you gonna see on screen. But hey, the kids love that nigga. And that nigga sells fucking toys.
But that nigga is a culture vulture.
Yes, he is. That's exactly. I was what you get done.
Shout out
I got
to
this
your
joke over there that want to fly on the tongue.
Oh yeah. Oh, the word like
That
baby
nigga came
39
out
shit.
with man, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, yo.
Hey, look,
Yeah, that
dog.
nigga's a vulture.
Nobody
No,
ever said nothing.
that
like
nigga-
by the
that
way.
You know what I'm saying? It's culture
That
vultures
nigga-
that exist in different realms
Yes.
of culture. You can't just keep it in hip hop. You gotta
Yeah,
understand how that
no.
shit works. To define.
That nigga came out to a rap song.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
He was a rapper.
Yes.
Who, John Cena?
Yes.
Corny as hell, bro.
Chains and
Stand John
Yeah, he
Cena.
couldn't get Drake off track.
Corny as fuck.
Yeah, basically.
He couldn't get Drake
All
off
right,
track.
so we've reached the 2-hour mark for the recording podcast. Live streamers, stay tuned, and the phone lines are open 205-775-0550. We're getting into the 420 part, and underneath the grounds that we don't want to incriminate nobody in here. This will not make it to the episode, but make sure you tune in every other Friday or Saturday. Seems
payday.
like Saturdays.
I might not be
For
here,
the
man.
Payday Podcast, aka the Sweet Life Podcast, aka Edit This Shit Podcast, and follow us on all social media. Corey, you got anything you want to wrap up with?
Oh, man, this was a hell of a show, man. Good content. We appreciate y'all coming through, man.
Yes.
Gang.
I ain't had to say shit tonight. I
Shout
appreciate it. Yeah.
Shout out to the Whitted Committee for coming through with us too.
Whitted.
They link will be in the content as well if you follow our Anchor page, but also follow us on Instagram. We definitely got them tagged as well, so you can follow their podcast. They're also on Anchor. Give them y'all info. Live streamers, stay tuned, but give them y'all info.
Shoot.
You always do.
Shoot. Shit. It's your big homie Bell Brown. You can find me on Facebook at Bell Brown. Our page on Instagram is the Whitted Committee, spelled straight out, no cap. You can follow our Snapchat as well. It's under the Whitted Committee. And Facebook, our Facebook group is also under the same tag.
And Twitter is the Whitted. But yeah, that's it. You can find me. I'm Andy Austin. Vivid Voice on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Stay with it for the money.
Right. Miss T? You got nothing?
I'm just wishful. That's all I am. Don't follow me on Facebook. I gotta be friendly, so don't do that. But
She's a friend of the show.
that's all I am. I'm good with that. But I'm wishful with 3 L's. And don't follow me on Twitter neither because y'all gonna see something.
What 3 L stand for, T?
Love, live, life, and
You don't
dead.
stand for that at all.
But all right, well, follow Wishful if you find it.
Oh
But
yeah, shout out Smash Bros Radio. Quick out.
shout out Smash Bros Radio, and make sure y'all tune in 2 weeks from now. We'll have another episode coming soon. That's actually gonna be our season finale. We got some special stuff planned for that. But
I'll be here.
we're gonna get some more stuff, more details about that. Just stay tuned. Follow us on the internet. Peace.
I definitely.